Already, Electronics game, playing the light blue Protoss cannot see his name. Playing the light blue Protoss cannot see his name. Playing the other blue, I think it's a Terran. Playing the dark blue Terran. What? I know, it's like... Never mind, yeah, of course I see his name. So the light blue... the light blue guy is LsP Zach. Somehow I was thinking that this guy is this one here. But no, it is this one here, so... Alright, anyway, it's JonJones, still the same guy, so... He's playing Terran this time, and he's playing... still playing against Zek, who got Protoss this time, as in the third game. And... not sure about the sound, so... of course, the sound is much better than in the games of MB, you know. The sound is good, but this time the sound of the game, I think, was a bit too low in the first two games, but yeah, let's see this time. Maybe it's for the third time, you know, like. Hopefully the third time. But anyway, what's important is that he doesn't like Zach. Yeah, Zach is not really a talkative guy. But he only talks to people whom he likes, you know. So that's why he doesn't talk to me. So just kidding. So yeah, he only talks to his clanmates and to people who he already knows or friends and so on, but he doesn't really talk to strangers. But anyway, yeah, it's like that's what JonJones sees. I mean, they met for the first time, so that's his first impression. Anyway, Zach opened up with a mid build, and Terran player started a free Rex Academy standard opening. Yeah, regarding regarding those two games, there was I think there was a software update, and then after that the sounds got screwed up, and somehow I couldn't really fix it. It took some time for me to fix, but yeah, I found the solution eventually. So right now my voice is alright, and I hope the sound of the game will be also a bit better, I mean a bit louder. Of course I can also fix that a bit later, but for now this is what you have to get used to. So Zach decided to block Terran, and he's adding an extra nexus. He didn't want to continue the mid-build harassment or aggression. He just wants to go for a macro game, and this Marine is microed hard until he sees the cannon. So the zealots and the cannons will be enough to push back this attack. The Marines are starting this team, and firebats are in the front taking the damage, but still the remaining army had to go back, as the zealots, of course, meant a big threat. Yeah, double nexus going down, and double command center prepared by blue, dark blue. Light and dark. yeah, hard to differentiate. It's like when Chuck Norris Chuck Norris enters a room, he does not turn on the lamp or does not turn on the light. He turns off the darkness. You know, that's the that's what he does. So yeah, that's what we have to do as well right now. You know, like have to turn off the dark blue and then get the light blue, which you already have. Yeah. Anyways, blue starts now. I shouldn't say blue because Zach is blue too. So Bluetooth. I'm not Bluetooth, but he's the same color. So I would just say that JonJones. Yeah, it's like Jack and Jones. So JonJones is opening up a defense right here. He is adding some bunkers, and Zach is adding surprise gateways right here. This time it will work better than the first game or like previous game where he was Zerg and then he added Terran sees the extra free nexuses, which is fine for Zach. Actually, that's probably his plan. He wants Terran to see that, yeah, he has free nexuses and you know, he's a bit slow. That's why he doesn't have too many gateways and so on, because he is creating the gateways right here, and then he wants blue to attack, basically, like go for a quick attack, because because JonJones thinks that Zach must be very low on economy. He wasted all his money on nexuses, so this is the right time to attack. But once this attack is prepared, Zach will have enough gateways here, can produce lots of zealots, and then enter the empty base. That can be a plan here, but of course we'll see what's up. Not sure what Zach wants to do here, and also it seems that Terran player is defending here. He is not planning to he's not planning to attack out. He's just adding some supply depots right there, and more bunkers for the Marines, because you don't want your Marines to die to some storms. So yeah, the guys are slowly building up. This is probably a bit better for Zach, because he will really have the time to add lots of gateways right here. It's a bit risky to expand. He should just continue the gateways maybe right here, because like a vessel or any units that any stray units, you know, might find this. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, this Valkyrie might be the one who will discover this surprise base. So a newer scan sees 4 gateways, sees some zealots. So blue is like, he must think that something is fishy going on. I mean, he must suspect that Zach must have something hidden, because 4 gates with some zealots will be a bit slow for free nexuses. Because by this time, of course, he had the chance to get a large economy and then, yeah, add a lot of units and so on. But yeah, he's preparing for the late game, just basically adding lots of turrets, getting drop defense, adding factories. I'm not sure why he's producing so many Valkyries. Of course, yeah, I mean, he wants to use it as a drop defense, that's why he keeps them right here. So Zek is not very angry. He doesn't understand why the Terran player didn't commence the attack. He cannot surprise him. Basically, he's maxed out, so he has to do something. But he can still, of course, use this hidden base later. He can just simply start an standard. Oops. He can still go for a standard attack, and then after that he can really get back all the units, basically, from here, and then start a newer attack, which will arrive at Terran's base much faster. So let's basically start the attack, but the supply depots are doing a nice job. The Zealots, of course, did not expect this, and Zek is not paying it. Yeah, okay, he was a bit late to attack the supply depots with the Zealots. Yeah, basically the defense is enough. It's very hard to, of course, enter a base like this where the tanks are basically really weakening the units and the Marines can finish them easily. So once you have a break and the choke a bit, after that you can still try and then go for a newer attack, because the first Zealots basically died for free. They were busy destroying the supply depots and so on. Disruption web might be also a good choice here, so I guess Zek is going for that. He did not see the Valkyries, of course, so most probably he'll use the Corsairs for disruption web. Yep, he's just gathering up there. He's waiting for energy, and once it's available, he can just simply use the Corsairs to put disruption web on basically all the tanks, and then after that it will be much easier for the Zealots to enter his base and then start attacking the bunkers and the tanks eventually. He just can't, you know, like he was going with the Marines. He was checking out what's up with the Marines, but he also scanned, you know, like it's like he really wanted to be sure. Yeah. Maybe the Marines are stupid. They didn't see anything, you know, like they were blind. So anyway, all right, this Valkyries just wanted to go to die, yeah, because they were totally useless. And then all of a sudden they could be useful against the Corsairs, so yeah. There go the disruption webs. But yeah, the timing was a bit bad because Zealots were not ready. Alright, so Terran player continues to pump tanks. Basically he only has tanks right now, and well, 3 or 4 carriers will be very happy seeing this, as basically he's maxed out. He cannot produce glides, he cannot really produce anything, so those tanks will die immediately, and then it will take some time to use this supply for newer glides. Yeah, what a Protoss player can do in such cases is creating like 2 or 3 extra bases, and then of course the the Terran player has to split their attention, they have to split their army, getting rid of the bases, and then in the meanwhile the Protoss player can just simply attack with the Zealots and then get inside his base. Because if the Terran army is split, then of course they are also a bit more vulnerable to Zealots, especially if they are surrounded. So these arbiters basically are doing a nice job getting rid of the vessel, and also status goes down. So this is quite nice for Zek, as Terran player doesn't have a detection right here, but he's flying away with the arbiter. So that's a bit of a mistake here, but yeah, actually it doesn't matter because the vessel arrived. So JonJones is now sending lots of his SCVs just to die and get some supply, while Zek is adding newer units. And he's also using this base to create newer ground units, which I'm not sure if it will be enough. He really has to push and create newer units as soon as possible and basically have a continuous attack, because Blue of course has 2 upgrades. Zek also has 2 defense and 3 attack upgrades, but of course the Terran upgrades are much better. So if he wants to win the game, he either has to really push hard and use all the gateways, produce as many units as possible, really replenish the Zealots and then attack continuously, or go for some more carriers, or use some Templars as a support. So slowly Dark Blue is pouring out with his mech, and he's starting the attack. But of course he doesn't know that Zek has lot of gateways down here. So this is the moment he's waiting for. I guess this attack is a bit too early. He should have waited a bit more, because it will be very easy for Jack. It will be easy for Jones to turn back if he wants to turn back, but seems that he's not turning back. He's using these units to close Zek. Not sure about that, because Zek has the economy, he can afford losing, or maybe Blue was thinking that these units were hidden, or they were, coming from somewhere else. I mean, like they were spared for later, they were hidden somewhere, and then now he used them to attack. And then that's why he did not turn back, that's why he's not really scouting for any hidden bases. But newer units arrive now, so this is the moment when Terran player should realize that Zek probably has a hidden base, as he has closed him right here, but he still is able to attack with newer units. So that's a good idea, but since Terran is now full, Terran now has the chance to basically produce units constantly. He has the supply, he has the economy, so he sent a lot of SCVs to die, of course, and then right now he can still afford pumping units. He has a supply for that, as I mentioned, so it will be a bit hard to basically get deeper inside the base. Yeah, and if I were Zach, I wouldn't care about these gateways, and I would just simply use all his units to attack. That's his chance to win the game. Yeah, I wouldn't really care about this base and saving this. I would really just pump these from these gateways and from these gateways, and then just go inside the base of the Terran player. But yeah, anyway, he seems to be concerned about this base. He wants to save that, but this is an all-in from this moment. So all right, so yeah, he's not focusing there anymore. He's sending these units down here, but he's still producing units from these gateways, which is also not that great. He should really only focus on these gateways. And then use basically all the free supply to produce units from these buildings. Anyway, mines are late now, so making it even harder for the zealots to go there. But Zach doesn't care. He's just sending these units here as if he knows that mines are late. Anyway, soon this game will probably come to an end. This idea was very nice from Zach, but he couldn't really utilize, make use of this. I think when Blue was coming out, or like moving out and commencing the attack, he should have waited a bit more until he's really outside completely with all his units, and then collect some more zealots and goons, and then basically go for a surprise attack. That probably would have been a solution here, because right now, of course, the Terran player has enough to finish this game. So once this Goliath dies, and let's see, yeah, with that EMP, the Goliath was stronger. But I wanted to say that that once that Goliath dies, the carrier has a free attack on the tanks, because there were no anti-air until these newer Goliaths arrived. So Zach is now basically really using these units to go on a surprise attack, and Blue still doesn't care. He's adding lots of starports, basically for nothing, because Zach is not using these stargates at home. He's not getting rid of the Nexus, but Zach, of course, has economy. So yeah, this is his chance. If he uses up all his money to produce units and then get rid of as many factories as possible, then this might be a chance for him to win the game. But he also has to quickly start an extra Nexus to get some more economy, because of course after a time he will run out of money, and then he cannot produce more just to finish these units from Blue. So he's not starting. Yeah, he doesn't have a probe. So that's the problem, that Zach did not save a probe in these expansions, so he cannot start. This really will depend. So it depends on his money. But yeah, Blue is sending his units home. He really knows that he requires all his tanks to save the base. And with the reinforcements coming home, probably, yeah, it will be enough, because Zach will run out of money. Yeah. So yeah, these reinforcements are enough to stop the reinforcements of Zach. And with these tanks at home, he's able to survive the push. Yeah, alright, that's it. GG.